All right, Alakazam, welcome back. Saturday, December 17th, and we're looking at Gulfstream Park in Miami, Florida. December 17th, 2022, and we just watched race 6, the big Via Borghese Stakes, the 7th running of this stakes race. And race 6 came in 7-6-4-1. We've been doing a trend analysis, so I didn't really have anything to go on here. So I went back to some other trends that I've seen, and it paid off here. So this stakes race had a big fave on it. The one horse was the heavy fave. It was like at 6-65 at one point. It moved up to 1-1. So this was an 8-horse stakes race, no scratches. So I've noticed before, as I've been researching the horses for the last 6 months, a lot of times in these big races, the way they'll rig it is they'll sucker all the money into that one heavy fave, because you see the next nearest fave was 3.5 to 1 going off. They'll suck all the money in, and then they'll drop that horse to 4th. Then they don't have to play the win pool, the place pool, or the show pool. So, but it still makes it look legitimate because the horse was still sort of in the pseudo winner circle because it hit on the 4th place. So it paid on the superfecta, which nobody bets. So knowing that, I went ahead, I had to pay a little extra money, but I bet that number 1 horse to come in 4th on the 10-cent superfecta and bought the whole field on the top because there was only 8 horses total. So it cost me a little bit. Here it is, cost me $21, but I had all horses in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and the 1 horse in 4th, which is just how they flipped it, and that seems to be a trend, how they'll do a lot of profit taking. So even with playing all those different 10-cent superfectas, the $21 bet still paid $61. So that's great. It still comes in basically at 3-1. So that was nice. That helped out the cause right there. And so that's just something a tip to pass on. Look for that trip. Look for that trick, and you see if you see it like I do when you're watching the races. If they'll have a heavy fave that doesn't have any close ones by it, they'll drop that fave to 4th so they don't have to pay on any of the bets. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that's the way I see it. So again, looking at our trends, we're back. We've got across the top place. We got 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 7. Second, we got 6, 1, 7, 5, 4, 6. We got 3rd place line, we got 12, 5, 1, 6, 5, 4. And the 4th place line, we got 72, 22, 81 now. And I like that magic number 81. That's another one that comes in quite a bit, which we haven't seen an 81 on top. We've seen 7 on top of the card twice now. 7 in the 1st place this time. We saw the 4-7 come in the 3rd race. So we saw the 4 come in the 2nd place in the 5th race. So we've seen our 4-7s at the top. Don't know if we're going to see any more of those. We've seen one. We've seen the 26 right off the bat in the 1st race, and now we've seen a 7-6 in race 6. So we've seen some lucky numbers here. We've seen 34. We haven't seen a 43 yet or a 42 on the top of the card. We have seen a 62 on the bottom of the card, though, here in race number 4. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see an 80. I just got to see how many horses are in the next races. I wouldn't be surprised to see an 81 or an 18 come in on top of the card, or a 42 or 3 or 32. We'll see. All right, but we'll continue on. We'll take a look after race 7, see what we can find. Alakazam, pay attention. They rig these races. We got to start tracking it so we can make some money. Join up, subscribe. I know everybody wants to bet the baseball and the football, but if you're in one of the 20 other states that has legal race books, but not legal sports books. Let's try and put our heads together and find these trends so we can make some money. Later.